Smiles, everyone. Smiles! You must smile at the beginning of your videos. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Smiles, right? You got to smile at the beginning. How's everyone doing? What up? Welcome to the OILife channel. My name is Tony Jacobson. I am the author of a book. It's called Disable Your Disability. And I'm a fellow OIer. I have type 1, just in case you were wondering. And I'm going to just double check the feed here. Yeah, it's live. Sounds good. And today's topic is, as you can see from the title, balance is key. And I wanted to talk about this because I haven't talked about it yet. I don't think so on the channel. And why it's so important. So balance is important for everybody pretty much, right? But for us OIers, it's even more important because the thing that will injure us the most is if we fall. And falling is always something that we're faced with. And because when we fall, we can break bones. And most people can as well, but we're even more prone to injury and breaking something if we fall. So how do we, James, what's up, James? Yes, James said he's not a fan of falling. No, nobody is, right? But I think it's very important for us as OIers to understand this concept. Now, this also is important to understand that it's not just for us OIers who are ambulatory, who are able to walk. Even if you use crutches or canes or a walker or whatever, you're susceptible to falling. But it's also for if you use a wheelchair. If you use a chair to get around, you need to understand that balance is important for you also. Now, with walking, it's important because, we're out in the world. We wear various shoes. We're walking on different surfaces. We may be walking upstairs, downstairs, all the different variations and scenarios where we may be walking. It's important to understand that these are all things that could make us fall if we slip or if we step wrong. So we want to make sure that our balance is on point when we're walking around, just in case something does happen. Now, the second part of it is understanding that agility is just as important, because agility is our reaction time and our reaction to if we're going to fall, if something's going to happen, right? We got to have our agility on point. So this goes also for people that are using chairs and sitting down. If you're leaning over to the side to get things, right? If you're transferring out of your chair to do whatever, transfer to wherever, you're working on balance, not only strength, but also balance. So it's important to have strength overall, yes, but in this video, I'm just talking about why balance is so important, because it needs to be included in our training. And as we're kind of thinking of how to get healthier, how to make sure we're preventing injury and making sure that we are fracture free, right? So, tried it, didn't. Oh, James said tried it, didn't like it. He's talking about walking, but that's beside the point. Anyway, so let's talk about how to work on balance really quickly. So number one is you got to look at your weight. You definitely want to lose weight if you're having issues with your balance, because like me, for instance, I'm very top heavy, as a lot of my fellow OIers are. We're top heavy. Our legs tend to be pretty skinny. Mine are pretty skinny in comparison to where like I hold most of the fat in my body. So my torso is bigger. So it goes without saying that the bigger my upper body is, the more my balance is going to be off, right? So my legs, even if they're stronger, my balance will still be off because the center of gravity is off. So that's something to consider when you're thinking about balance. And if you're having issues with balance, got to lose weight. That's the first thing. Then it's really about, hey, Bill, what's going on? Thank you for tuning in. Most of my breaks are the result of falls. The last time I fell, I broke over 5 bones. Dang. Bill, that's crazy. What kind of fall was that, man? I'm so sorry to hear about that. So James says, if you have to fall in a wheelchair, you absolutely want to fall backwards. When you fall forwards, you naturally put out your hands, and really bad for our wrists. Yes. Do the tuck and roll to not break wrists. Yes, I'm going to talk about falling, because that's the thing that we want to remember. Like, the point is to not fall, right? We want to do everything in our power to not fall. Yes, there's the, okay, if you do fall, this is what you do thing and scenario, but we want to really wrap our minds around and start to consciously think about, you know what, I don't fall. How do I prevent falling, right? So fall prevention is one of the key things that I like to teach and talk about, because, if we just live with the, well, what do I do when I fall? Again, we just want to wipe that out of our minds. We don't fall. We're balanced, we're agile, we're paying attention so that we don't even fall in the first place, right? So that's what I like to talk about. So okay, so losing weight, we were talking about, that's how we can work on balance, first of all, and then doing exercises specifically for balance to improve balance. Now I'm going to go into detail like later on in future videos, but just really quickly. So if you're doing certain exercises, you can do alternating sides. So if you're doing like a shoulder press, right? If you do alternating shoulder presses, you're actually working on your balance, because you're stressing one side and you're forcing your core to go go to work a little bit harder. So, different arms and doing them alternating, that helps with balance. Also, if you're doing exercises standing up, doing on one leg, standing on one leg, balancing, doing curls, doing any sort of upper body stuff and lower body stuff. And then also, if you have a stability ball, that's also a good way to work on your balance. Stability ball is the best. If you if you do stand and you can sit on a stability ball, that's the best way. Start doing some upper body stuff, lifting one leg, lifting the other leg. Like, those are really great exercises for that. And then really understanding that balance is really about all in the core. Now, the core isn't just the abs like everybody thinks. The core is like everything that is in our torso. So it includes the back muscles, your oblique muscles along the sides. It includes the top of the hips, even like your shoulders and your neck. Like, that's all considered core, So it's really about increasing that core strength to give us that stability and balance. And again, losing the weight, any weight we can lose, that's definitely going to help with the balance as well. So that's how you start to work on balance. And then, you start losing weight, doing exercises that are specifically for balance, and then understanding that it's really in the core, like just thinking differently about it. All right, so that's how you do that. I'm going to be doing some videos beginning of the year that are going to be workout videos, and I'm going to do videos specifically about like fall prevention and with exercises and workouts and whatnot. I definitely want you to be part of that. So make sure you're on the OILife email list. The link is in the description, and I'll be sending emails about those workout videos and whatnot, because I'd really love for you to be part of them. James and Bill, I expect both of you to get down with that and check out those videos. So yeah, that's about it. I mean, that's what balance is all about, and balance is key. Balance and agility. Now, strength is a totally different thing. Of course, we want to be strong. We want to build muscle to protect around the bones, but why not prevent falling anyway? Because you could be strong, but if you fall and you lose your balance and you don't have the agility to catch yourself, you still have the probability of breaking something, no matter how strong you are, right? So it's a balance between having strength and having balance as well. So that's the message for today in today's video. Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks James and Bill for coming in and watching the live video. If you guys have any questions about this, go ahead and post them in the comments. I'll be happy to answer those. And if you have any thoughts about this, do you struggle with balance? Are you challenged with balance and agility? I want to know. So definitely comment below, and I look forward to reading everybody's comments. All right. Make sure you get on the email list. Again, the link is in the description. And yeah, that's it for today. All right. Only a few more videos in the 31 videos in 31 days series. I'm excited. It's been a great month. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Until then, get out there and, break the barriers, not bones, right? All right. Peace.